In the last video, I made this synth plugin by following this tutorial and changed a few things. I have been developing the plugin for the last 3 weeks and this is how it looks now. I feel like the plugin is almost ready to release, so maybe in a few weeks or so I'm going to do that, and I think that the plugin is going to be 100% free. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. These are all of the new features I added. Let's go through them one by one. The first thing I did was removing the filter envelope. The reason being that the envelope wasn't working properly and caused clicks and similar issues. One of the biggest changes was the second oscillator, which added a lot of extra functionality and made making more versatile sounds possible. It was really easy to make as it is just a copy of the first one, but now that that's done, I can theoretically add as many oscillators as I want. I added on-off buttons for the oscillators and the effects, so the user has the option to turn them off if they don't want to use that specific oscillator or effect. Another big change were two effects added to the plugin, chorus and reverb. The chorus effect is kind of weird right now and I'm probably going to change some controls of it later. These new effects add a lot more versatility to the sounds you can make using the plugin. If you have any ideas for effects I could add to the synth, feel free to leave a comment down below the video.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
These effects were really easy to make because all of the digital signal processing code is already pre-written in the Juice framework, which means I just need to set it up, make a UI, and save the parameters into the value tree state, which is a place where all the data about parameters is saved. The value tree state is also saved into a new file every time you create a preset. The next feature has kind of a long story because I actually wanted to add a MIDI keyboard a few weeks ago, but I didn't manage to do it. A few days before writing the script, I tried again and it somehow worked. This is one of those features that are really important, but a lot of people just forget about it. There are so many synth VSTs without a MIDI keyboard, which is a shame because if you're cooking up on a laptop, you want to be able to click onto a few keys and check out the sound, or make sure you are playing the right octave or scale on your keyboard. I think that every single sound generator plugin, including synth, rumplers, samplers, etc., should have a MIDI keyboard on the screen. It takes up just a little bit of space down at the bottom and is an extremely useful feature. A few days ago I messed around with mathematical formulas and made 8 waveforms for the oscillators, which means that you can generate some sounds which can be only made using this synth, or maybe just a few others. I would really like to add more waveforms, so if you know any websites or forum posts about that, leave a link in the comments. I also added a gain slider to control the output gain of the plugin. The value of the slider is saved in the value tree state as well, which means that it is also saved in presets. The preset manager is a really important feature because presets can inspire a person to make some sounds, and some people will probably only use the plugin for the presets to quickly pull up a good sound in a studio session or during a cookup. As I already explained, all kinds of different parameters are saved in the value tree state. They are written into a new file every time you create a preset and loaded into the plugin every time you select one. If you want to make a preset manager yourself, check out this tutorial by the audio programmer, which explains the topic really well. I also reworked the user interface completely. Now it has this kind of a gradient background behind all of the elements and looks a lot better than before. This is the most boring but also a very important part of any kind of software development: bug fixes. I fixed a lot of bugs during the last few weeks, but these are the ones I can remember. Button switching off when the plugin was closed and opened again. No sound after the reverb was turned off and the dry knob was at 0. Preset manager not saving the gain slider value. I tested the plugin Ableton Live and FL Studio. It works completely fine in FL, but there are a few little clicks here and there in Ableton. But I hope this won't be a giant problem because I tried to fix them and failed. These were all of the new features in my synth plugin. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel.